What's up, Nitro Nation? The Muggy Maniac is in the Nitro Cave. We got wrenching, we got upgrades, we got some goodies. Not anything big, but we got some goodies. Yeah, so, you know, Muggy has many flavors. It's not just, metal, hard rock, Pantera, System of a Down, Korn, Rage Against the Machine, a lot of the hard stuff. I gotta remember, the Muggy Maniac is no spring chicken. I've been through the 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Man, I'm getting old, man. I think I just depressed myself. Just kidding. So, nothing like rocking out a little, a little 311. I got like a mix of this type of music. I like 311. I think I got Blink 182 on there. I've got some Weezer. I've got some Foo Fighters. So I got a little bit of that type of music. I think they're the same genre. But anyway, I'm not here to give you a music synoply, but we are gonna go over a couple things. Let's get the shout outs out of the way. By the way, I want to give one shout out, a guy that I haven't heard from him. Well, I did hear from him, but he kind of I don't want to say took a break, but like I said in my last video, there are a lot more important things, not very many, but a lot more important things than 8-scale nitro in this hobby, or whatever hobby you have. Family is most important. We are family here, but sometimes guys, got to step back and take care of business and do what they got to do. But this shout outs to a guy that, me and him he's my amigo. He's in Long Island. His name is Audrey Perez. I know he didn't get too personal. We talked up until a few weeks ago all the time, and you guys know that I'm doing a he's sending me he has a Hot Bodies, I believe it's the Thai Testament edition, and he wants me to do the body. He wants it done in the Scarface. So, but that's not happening right now because he has other things. So anyway, shout out to Audrey, man. Hey, bro, we're all here for you. Muggy's got your back. Like I told you in the text, if you need anything or just want to talk to somebody, let me know. And that goes for anybody. Anybody, you guys know how to get a hold of me. If you need somebody to to shout out and say, hey, what's up, or hey, whatever. My door is always open. I think. Well, it's closed right now, but you guys know what I mean. So, and I know there's other guys that have been taking breaks. Raja took a break. I know Drew. I think Drew, Nitro Shop, he took a break for a while. He was going through some stuff. And, you guys, I was praying for these guys. And, I mean, all joking aside, and, we like to have fun and everything. But, sometimes, life gets a little bit more, serious than we'd like it to get sometimes. But, hey, just long as, we all support each other and reach out to each other. And, God knows that I've went and had my ups and downs. And that's why in my last video when I hit 300, man, I meant that. I earned those 300 subs the hard way, man. I mean, it's taken me, what, almost 6 years to get that since I've been doing YouTube, to get 300? Because I'm the Muggy, that's why. I keep it real. 100%. I'm not here to blow smoke up anybody's rear end. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to, when you have something like for instance, and I don't mean to pick on Traxxas again, but it is what it is. When you have something like, a Traxxas, or you have an RTR, and whether it's a Losi or it's a kosher or whatever, I'm just going to tell you the honest truth. Okay? It's for scrubs. It's a rookie vehicle. And that goes for all of them. The Savages, the Hypers, all that. Yeah, they're fun. Yeah, some of them are, you know, what's the Muggy's word? Badder asser than others. The Hyper's a badass RTR, but still, the DNA of a Hyper, it's a scrub whip. And I don't care who has one, what you do, try to race that thing these days. You know, you'll do all right. But if I was to say you'll be competitive with the whips that are out now, I would be lying to you. You will get your ass handed to you. I don't care. I heard people say, oh, Adam Drake can drive it. Yeah, but there's one Adam Drake. And the last time I checked the standings, he's not on top of his game. Adams, you know, and he doesn't have to be. He's who he is, and he doesn't have to prove nothing to nobody. He's a legend. And matter of fact, he's a special guest in my cave tonight. So we're going to hear from him and what he has to say pertaining to a couple goodies that I got, because he can explain it better than I can. I got him for two reasons. I know it is a tuning option for the MBX. I'm talking about the mbx8rt race truggy. As you can see, it's a frickin' Mugen Mafia mayhem in this cave. You know, we got Mugen stuff everywhere, and the Techno's kind of sitting here, and he's kind of, if the Techno could speak, and he's just chilling, saying, shh, yeah, this race thing or whatever you're gonna do with this, you know, it can't mess with this beast right here. This is no racetrack beast. This is a outback, get jacked, bashing, crashing, smashing, ripping monster. And we're going to talk a little bit about this motor and the maker of this motor. You guys know who that is, what that is. And either this one here. I mean, this one is a 7. Obviously, this is an 8. A lot of changes, upgrades, mainly the gearing, mainly the as far as the diffs. Front and the center's the same, hasn't changed, except for the gears are straight cut. I think I mentioned this before, instead of beveled. Straight cut gives you a smoother, more efficient drivetrain. I still think this is one of the smoothest besides the Techno. This is no slouch. And I've got it greased on the diff, and it's like money. And she's a badass. Like I said, this one's eventually going to get geared, and I'm starting to kind of gear it up more towards racing. I don't really... Buggies are cool, and don't get me wrong, I love my buggies, but as you guys know or don't know, I've told you before, the Muggy Maniac is a truggy truck guy. Don't get that twisted. That's why there's 4 trucks in here, including the XTM Muggy over there, that she's going to get going too. I'm waiting on a part for her to get her going, and I am still searching for a center diff for that thing. I know they're $100, but it's just about finding them. They're not everywhere. That thing's a project, man. That's why I don't run it a lot, man. Even though I have a lot of extra parts, there's certain things that are really hard to get. So yeah, the Techno's like, this, even though it's an 8, it don't want none of this. Now, if I was setting this up, which I might, who knows, I could take the Techno and go throw it on the track. It's pretty much, well, I would have to change the disc. But I remember when I bought the Techno NT, this badass right here, 48.3, it had 3 extra diffs, which are the same diffs pretty much that'll fit in the buggy. So either way, I've got 3 diffs that I can set up. I can race this thing if I wanted to. All I got to do is change the diffs, change the shocks, little fine-tuning adjustments, camber, caster, little toe in, toe out, obviously, you know, tires, and this thing is ready to compete. Or, you know, I don't want to say compete because I'm not going to be like racing in crowds. I just want to get whatever whip it is. It doesn't matter, and I'm sure you guys really don't care either. You just want to see the Muggy get on the damn track. Even if I get on a track to practice, okay, which is what I'm working towards sometime soon. Who knows? Okay, but anyway, to get back to what we're going to talking about, the Techno came with 3 extra diffs. And by the way, shout out to Woogie Nitro, Mr. Woogie Nitro. Welcome to the elite class of big block modded motors. And what better motor to have as your first mod, because it will teach you a lot and it will challenge every bit of patience that you have left in you, as far as tuning. Picos are the hardest tuning motors that there is, and I've tuned a lot of different ones. And you don't have to take my word. You can ask other people that have experience with Picos. Their tolerance on them are really tight. So, like I think I mentioned to Woogie already, and me and him talk periodically on Messenger, that the reason that this is the only motor of my modded, out of the 6 modded motors I have, this was the only one that I never ran stock. And it's too bad, Woogie, that you weren't able to get that boost, and run it stock, because you'll be able to tell the difference, and I wish I would have too. When I get another one of these new, I'm going to break it in and run it stock. The reason I didn't is because I had a lot of people that had experience with Picos tell me that if you try to break the Pico in from a stock standpoint, it's going to take you about 3 gallons of fuel in the break-in. Now, once you get it modded, it won't take as much, but still, I mean, this thing it probably has about maybe 2.5 gallons through it, if that. Under 3 gallons, and this thing is still tight as hell. It will still get stuck up in the top. And it's still nasty as ever, man. But I love this motor. And also another thing, quick note, Woogie, in your video you mentioned that your boost was a 28.8. I think you're just used to saying the Rex Legend. It's not. Pico doesn't make an 8-port, unfortunately. And the one that you have, the Boost 28s, they're 5 ports. So another reason why I wasn't real adamant about getting one of those boosts. I know Connor Wickby, by the way, shout out Connor. I've seen him make a comment on Woogie's channel. I don't hear from Connor that much. I hear here and there, because he's really just a kid. He's a workaholic, because he likes to buy shit. Excuse my language. He likes to buy motors. He's a freaking gearhead big time. Man, he makes me, every time I talk to him, he makes me, or I see an older video, I want to grab some more motors. And I got more motors coming, trust me. I've got enough .21, so we're pumping the brakes on the pea shooters. Although, believe it or not, there is another .21 that I do want in my collection. Being now that this one's going to be gone, I think I mentioned in the last video, I sold this to my cousin, but it will run one time because my cousin wants to see it run, so we're going to run it. Matter of fact, when I get done putting the MBX8 back together, we're going to run this motor next. The modded, RCR modded OS. I almost regret selling it. I hate that. You know, that's the one. This is the first thing that I've ever bought. Matter of fact, yeah, it is. It is the first 8-scale nitro anything that I bought and put money into. Basically, you know, put it together. I didn't build it, you know, from scratch. But motors, you know, I've taken this thing apart. And anyway, I broke it in. So it is a child that I gave birth to. I've seen the birth of this thing. From brand new to where it's at now. And I almost regret selling it. But I was able to get what I wanted for it. I actually made money off it. I made double of what I paid for it. Plus, I got a free works pipe with the header and serpent clutch bell and horseshoe clutch. So I got like $150 for free. Plus, I made double what I paid for it. Okay, so I did make out on it, and I'm gonna use that money to put it elsewhere. I do want a works motor. Another big motor that I'm going to get, like I said, next big blocks we got coming, I'm looking seriously again at the .25 Roma. Long as I can get a piston and a sleeve for it. And that sucker will be broken in. We'll, go through the break-in process of that, and then it will be modded. It's not going to stay stock. Definitely not. And then maybe later, I'll get another one of those Romas and leave it stock. I want to go back to, I've got... The only motor that I have multiples of is Reds and the 28.8 Rex Legends. So anyway, get back to what we're talking about real quick. The Pico booster 5-port. It's a badass motor. Don't get me wrong, Woogie. I've never ran it, so I'm as much in the dark as you are. But I've seen it ran. Mr. Zaw talked about it a lot. So I don't know. As far as performance-wise. All I know is this will be your test, Woogie. This is your test. When you get that thing broken in and everything, and you're running it in the Techno, see if the front end pulls off the ground. If you can pull the front end up off the ground, and I've got proof, this thing, I've got plenty of videos of this thing pulling, and you're going to see this thing again when I run it here. Hopefully I'll get to run it this weekend. You're going to see this badass thing do wheelies, because this thing is nasty, and it's got enough power and torque, and I set it up because it is not just the motor. It all depends on how you set it. If your diff's set up right, if your clutches are set up right, you should, with the power of a .28, any .28 modded, okay, you should be able to pull the front end up. Now, this vehicle, it's the hardest. I've heard people say that the low C 4.0, the old low C 4.0s, it's funny me saying that old low C 4.0s because they are old now because they're discontinued. But it's hard to pull the front end up on a truggy, period. Monster trucks, it's not no challenge. That's what they're made for. Because they got a shorter wheelbase. This thing here with this .18 in it, this tea bag right here, by the way, my cousin's having me do some more stuff to it. That's why it's still in my room. Every time I'm ready to tell him, okay, I'm finished here, he's like, oh, well, can you do this? He wants to put aluminum front and center diffs and change from these joke of drive shafts, these plastic drive shafts. These are no bueno. So anyway, that's the only reason it's sitting here. I'm going to probably put, he's going to have me put, I pulled the motor out, pulled the tank out. He wants me to put he's going to buy, they're not too much, aluminum diffs. They're full complete diffs, so I don't have to take the center of these out and put them in there. Hopefully, the guy that built these diffs, if he was smart, the gears are metal inside, not plastic. So anyway, it's hard to pull the front end up on any truggy. Now, the reason it's harder for the Techno, and I've looked at all the truggies out there, Techno, and you can do your own homework, do your own research. Don't, like I always say, don't take the muggy's word. You guys know I do my homework, I do my studying, I do my research. For the record, I try to put out stuff on my videos, and I don't like to say anything unless I know for a fact, either by my own personal experience or talking to somebody that has many more years of experience than I do. Okay? So anyway, this Techno, the NT48.3 truggy, has the motor is almost, if you look at it, it's almost dead center. That's why these things handle the way they do. That's why when you fly these things in the air, and I'm still yet to experience that. I've got little air here and there, but nothing serious. It's just balanced because the motor, it's like a center, so the power plant's right in the middle. So to pull the front end up on this, you got to have that sucker set up just right, and you got to have a serious motor with some sick power in it. So again, Woogie, you want to test that boost, and you got it in the Techno, that thing should pull wheelies. If it doesn't pull wheelies, I'm not saying the motor's weak, you need to check your setup. If you need any help with that, you know how to get a hold of me. I've got this thing dialed. This thing is set up to just rip wheelies. The same as this thing. This thing here, with the Nova Rossi 28.8 Rex Legend, okay, we already seen the RCR one. That thing was pulling wheelies like crazy. I haven't ran it, the RB modded one, in here till now. So we're going to see, again, we're doing the battle, the .28 modified shootout. RCR, Lance at RCR versus Rick at RB Mod. So that's, don't think I forgot about that. That's going to be continued soon. So anyway, we're going to see if the RB modded 28.8 Rex Legend can rip wheelies like you guys seen this thing do with the RCR in there. We already know what the RCR modded Rex 28.8 does in this thing. Now I want to see what the RB modded one does. So anyway, yeah, so the Pico Boost is a 5-port. These are 7 ports, the P3s. One advantage that the Pico does have is it's a turbo head. These aren't. I wish it was. If this thing had a turbo head in it, definitely this thing would walk away from that boost. But with the boost, having the, even though it's only a 5-port, having the turbo head gives it a little more, you know what I mean, a little more pop. But this thing still, and plus it's modded by Rick. Come on, people. Any questions? We already know what Rick's work does. You've seen it. I have 3 of his motors. Okay? Now I only have 2 Lance motors left. This one and the on the back burner, I call it LRP.32. This thing will rise again. It'll run again. I'm just not in any hurry to. I've got other motors and other things going on, and you know, it's, you know, like I said, this thing, I'm not losing any sleep over this thing chilling here. But I did drop around $400 into it, so that's the only thing that's motivating me even to run this thing at all. Because if it wasn't for me putting all the money into this and all the work and time into this thing, I would assume I wouldn't even fix the crank. Like I said, I have to re-tap this out. It's all ready to be tapped. I just got to find the right size tap for it. I did it once already, but the tap it didn't hold up, so I had to. I believe it's up to about a little bit under 3 millimeter tap, and you can't just go out and buy them. They're really hard to find because most taps are pretty big. I mean, I thought this one was gonna work. Not even close. It's way too big. So anyway, I'm not in any hurry, but that will be back together. We'll be running whenever in the near future, or sitting up on the shelf to the next to these other ones here. Alright, so yeah, so I know Woogie said it, yeah. That was funny. He said 0.28.8. I'm like, what? Pico makes a 28.8? Oh hell no, I need to get me one of those. But yeah, very tight motors. You gotta run a lot of fuel through them. You gotta be very, very patient. So, word of advice, Woogie, don't rush it. Run tons of fuel through it. Get this thing nice and broken. The more fuel you run through it through break-in, the easier it will be to tune it, and so forth. So, but I'm curious to see. Can't wait till see that thing run, man. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see if that boost can pull the front end of your Techno up. This one can. No problem. So anyway, we got some goodies. So let me find my little scrub. By the way, Muggy has been, just so you guys know, 2 things that I'm going to be upgrading soon. One of them, everybody's been busting my balls for a long time, is a compressor. Definitely the Muggy can't have. I mean, I can't have this type of, you know. I don't want to say my cave's sick, you know, but I think it's a decent cave. I get it all the time. Hey man, you need a freaking compressor in that sucker, man. What are you doing? Nobody's using air cans anymore. Hey, they've worked. Although now that I look at the money that I spend on those things at $5 a can, I probably could have bought 2 compressors. It's just, you guys got to understand, I have roommates, other people, so for me, if I'm wrenching 10 o'clock at night, I can't fire up no freaking air compressor. It's got to be quiet. It's got to have a silencer, okay, on that sucker. Normally I wouldn't care in the daytime. I'll let that compressor, let that thing brap. I'm cool, but you know what I mean. I gotta respect the other people that are my roommates. So, and the other thing is a GoPro camera. So, oh, before we open these, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Not my sponsor, but let's hear a word from the man, the myth, the legend himself. This guy needs no introduction. Why? Because he just doesn't need an introduction, because he's a badass. That's why. Why would? You don't need to introduce somebody that's just a freaking legend, an icon. This guy is the ambassador, they call him, of RC. Okay, none other than the man, the myth himself. Let me see, make sure I got my speaker on. And then I'm gonna finish up a little bit of wrenching.
Ready to pair.
Okay, gotta put on my Bluetooth, people. Okay, there we go. Turn off this fan. These fans make so much. There we go. You guys probably hear me better now. Gotta remember to turn off fans when I'm doing videos, because the fans in my room, the blowing or whatever, I'll watch my video later and I'm like, dang, that was noisy. I should have turned off the damn fan. So, anyway, he's gonna explain what we're gonna unbox and what I'm actually upgrading. Here's a look at it, but okay. Come on, Adam, where are you? Where are you, Adam? Here we go. Uh-oh. No audio? What the heck? Hold on. Hold on.
you'd want to use them.
Maximum volume.
So with all the MBX8 line of vehicles from Mugen, they come with arm stiffeners. In the kit, it comes with a molded plastic arm stiffener that's the same material as the suspension arm. We also offer 2 optional carbon fiber stiffeners in 1mm and also 1.2 millimeters. Normally I run the 1mm carbon stiffener, but the stock plastic stiffeners are also very good for your average guy. And if you're racing on a really low grip track or in very cold conditions, it'll give you a little bit more flex and also make the car a little bit more forgiving and easier to drive. If you're on a track that's higher grip, or if the weather is a little bit warmer, the carbon fiber arm stiffeners will actually make the vehicle more precise, easier to drive, because you don't have the inconsistency of arm flex.
Did you say easier to drive? That's
like
what I
said,
need.
typically I normally run the 1mm carbon stiffeners. If you're racing in really high heat or high humidity and the track has a lot of grip, you'll want to try the optional 1.2mm arm stiffeners. But overall, the 1mm stiffeners seem to be the best from track to track as long as it's a medium to higher grip track.
There you go, people. The method to the madness. Now, to be honest with you, when I first seen them, I didn't think of, wow, wonder what that does for the tune. I wonder how that makes it perform. I didn't say that. First thing that came out, and I'm just, like you said, the muggy, keeping it 100% real. I was like, first thing came to my mind when I seen those carbon fiber deals, I said, that looks sick. I gotta have it. Cosmetics. But there is a purpose to them. And then I said, you know what, let me do a little bit of homework. Let the muggy, because the muggy prides himself on doing homework. Well, let's do some homework then. Let's just not go buying shit. Let's make sure that, okay, it looks badass, but if you're going to get into doing a little running on the tracks and stuff, you want tuning options. So, again, for those people that ask me, because I have both, Mugen or Techno. If you like stuff that has a lot more tuning options, especially if you're going to bash it and race it, you're going to, the Mugen is hands down what you want. I would say ask Roger 111. Oh, snaps. There it is, people. Bam! There you go. So, Mr. Raja, he probably don't even watch my videos anymore, but I don't even think he's subscribed to me. He's too big for me. He's too big time. There is your part number. Pause, because I ain't going to read it to you. There was a guy that, I forgot who it was, John, I think he was in the Fisco, and he always used to do, I've seen him do that. Instead of, like most people where you read the part numbers, I don't got time to read part numbers. Listen, it's recorded. If you want the part number, and I show it to you, then you can go back and pause it and read the part number, right? You're like, dang, man, can't even read the part number? No, I can't, because I don't got time, people. I got too much shit to do. Excuse my language. So, anyway, these are, which ones are these, anyway? Are these the front or the rear? Oh, they're the rear. Oh, snaps. And I have the front end all ready to go. That's the one that's all ready to go. Look, the front end, look at her. She is clean. That's what the inside of them look when you take them off. Pretty cool, man. There's some, and let me show you quick before we get into this, some of the personal touches that I've done to, because I like to make my whips my own personal whip, because you can get upgrades and everybody can have the same upgrades. The muggy, I pride myself on making my whip just the same thing I did with this Techno. This is one of a kind. You're never going to see a Techno like this. First of all, you're not going to see one with one of these motors. I know one guy that has one modded by Rick, the same motor, and that's Floyd Brewer. And I haven't seen him in a while. He does videos, annually or whatever. But anyway, he has one of these. Zach motor, modded by Rick. I don't even know if he's broken it in or not. He did an unboxing with a bunch of other motors a long time ago, too. That's another thing. And, I don't want to be Mr. Critical. And I'm not trying to be a dick or anything or call anybody out. But, I'm not going to... The muggy is... Don't get that twisted. I'm not going to ever change that. I call it how I see it. There's a lot of guys that I see, and you know who you are if you're watching my video. You get motors, you get them modded, you get them, you know, do an unboxing, do a whole big old spiel on it, and you never film breaking it in. You never film it running in anything. All you're doing is running your mouth and showboating your shit. But unless we see it, I mean, me personally, unless I see you do something with it, excuse my language, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a shit. Why would you buy badass motors and get them modded, do an unboxing and show them to everybody, and never run it? Not even break them in. Crazy, man. And there's plenty of guys. Again, if the shoe fits, wear it. If what I'm saying doesn't apply, let it fly. But if the shoe fits, wear that shit. Lace it up, buckle it up, strap it up nice and tight, because I'm talking to you people. You're going to get modded motors, you're going to get nice motors, and you're going to show everybody and show us your badass shit. Don't just shelf queen your shit. Run it. Now, I understand a lot of people don't have time, and this... Listen, and I don't want to... That's another thing, too. I get tired of hearing that. Oh, I don't have time. Listen, I work 60 to 70 hours a week sometimes. But I still find time to, one, do videos for my subscribers. For all those that are loyal to me and subscribe to the Muggy and like to watch my stuff for whatever. I really don't care why. Just you like to watch it. Actually, I do care why. I hope you watch them to learn. That you want to get into Nitro or you want to grow in Nitro. If you just want to be entertained, there's other people that will entertain you out there, you know, that are a lot nicer than me. Because the Muggy, you know, I'm pretty brutally honest. I get that all the time. Man, you're brutally honest. But they say on the end of that, I really like you for that. So I'm saying, man, 300 subscribers, I earned that shit being brutally honest. I don't know too many people that probably wouldn't even made it this far. But anyway... I didn't care, because I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. I don't care how people feel. Okay, this isn't a touchy-feely hobby. You know, again, personal things, family are way more important than this stuff. You know, without a shadow of a doubt. But at the same time, if you're going to do this, man, don't put your... It's like a person that... you know, has one foot in and one foot out. Like you're tippy-toeing around the pool. Let me give you an analogy. You're tippy-toeing around the pool, and you're putting your foot in the water, and you're just testing it. Listen, jump the hell in, or go away. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, man. You know, that's just the way that I roll. So anyway, yeah, people, you know, get these things and build shit like that. That'd be like if I built this thing and I never ran it. What a waste. Why the hell for? I got better things to do with my money than to, like, just throw it away like that, you know, and look at it. No, look at my shelf queen. I mean, I'm getting, every time I look at this thing, it's I don't know if I'm irritated or if I'm more saddened, because I can be sensitive to my whips, like most people can. I'm very attached to these things. It's just part of the hobby. For this thing to be sitting as long as it has, man, it's driving me bananas, man. I'm waiting on a part, and I gotta wait. That's the thing. That's why I don't like to run retired vehicles, man. If it's discontinued, man, I don't know why people are running Muggies. Why people are, you know, unless you can get tons of parts for the Muggies, for the Savages, for the Hyper. Look at Woogie. He paid $40-something from something, little tiny part or whatever, to come from Australia. Man, they don't make them anymore. Yes, you already proved the Offna Hyper 7 is badass. Now, retire that thing and replace it, man. You got the MBX. There's plenty of parts for the 5s all over the place. Through A-Main, you can build another one from the ground up. So why do you continue to beat up these vehicles that are discontinued? To prove what? To prove that, oh, I got the baddest RTR? And I'm not trying to harp on you, Woogie. I'm just, you know, I'm just saying, if that was my whip, yeah, I would run it every once in a while, but I wouldn't, man. I think I commented on that video, where the last one you ran it. I said, yeah, the thing quit running at the end because it didn't want it anymore. It said, stop, please. Please, Daddy, I don't want to play no more. You know? I mean, yeah, it's for shits and giggles, for video, and you know. Hey, Woogie, this is for you, bro. From me to you personally. Don't get caught up in this shit because you're looking for views and subs. Don't, man. So the last thing I want to do is sell out. I don't really care about 300 subs. I'm thinking I need to downsize. I like 100 better. I'm not looking to get paid off YouTube. I'm not looking to make a living. I'm making a decent, honest living. I'm just looking to teach people, help people, and get people to the next level, and help 8-scale Nitro grow, or just survive. It's surviving right now, people. I don't know if you guys know it or not. There's a lot of changes coming next year, and it's not benefiting us. But as long as I can get my shit, I'm good. And as long as if you people need me to help you get something, let me know. I'm willing to. If I got the resources, I'll help you guys out. I'm pretty good on these laptops. That's why I got 2 of them, and I'm getting a 3rd one. Matter of fact, I might be getting it this weekend. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3. We're going to have a freaking total command center in the Muggy Cave, because this is where I get my parts. This is where I do my shopping. I hear people say, yeah, I was going to get this whip, but my hobby shop doesn't carry it or carry parts for it. Have you ever heard of a computer guy? Have you ever heard of a laptop? I don't go down to the hobby shop and get shit except for fuel, $10 cans of cleaner, maybe some $40 driver sets of tools, maybe some tires for not for bashing, just to beat up. Maybe some glue. I mean, there's very minimal that I'm getting at my hobby shop. Now, if you got a hobby shop where it's hooked up like Track Day Hobbies, then man, you are blessed. Count your blessings, because ain't anything over here, man. A-Main's about 8 hours from me, so I wish I lived next to A-Main. I told the guy at A-Main, actually I was talking to him today, I said, I wish I lived up in Chico where it's at. It's about 8 hours from me. I said, man, I'd be at your shop every day. And they have track there too. I'd be running at that track. But anyway, yeah, so I just, if it's a vehicle that's retired, that's discontinued, man, shove that thing. Like I said, unless you have parts available for it at the click of a button, and within a couple days you can get parts for anything, then do what you do. If not, I wouldn't be running it. Personally, I don't even care if there is parts available. I won't run a vehicle that's discontinued very rarely. It's why? I don't need to. There's plenty of way better whips out there now. Tons. Techno, Mugen, Kyosho, even Hot Bodies, Associated, X-Ray. I mean, the list goes, well, that's pretty much it. But, what I'm saying? You don't need to run a Hyper to prove, oh, this Hyper is badass. So, okay, it's badass. It's a badass, ready-to-run scrub whip. The Hyper was designed not to race, not designed for anybody, the serious, Nitro enthusiast. It was designed for a brand new rookie, which is the same thing as a scrub. Now, because you have one, does it mean you are one? No. Just means that's what it's designed for. Hypers, Traxxas, Savages, Red Cats, all those whips were designed for scrubs, for rookies, for newbies, for beginners. And hey, you gotta, get your feet wet somehow. I mean, I would recommend only 2 platforms if you're brand new, and you want to just get your feet wet and you don't have a lot of money. One of them's the Losi RTR, and the other one is the Kyosho. Okay? Yeah, monster trucks are fun, blah, 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 Savage is iconic. Oh, who gives a shit? Excuse my language. It's a scrub whip. Savage is designed for a rookie, for a newbie. Can't put a sealed motor on the thing. That's why I never got one. I came close to getting one because, like I said, it is iconic. It is an iconic vehicle. But because it's iconic doesn't mean that it's all that. It's a scrub whip is what it is. It's designed for a rookie, newbie. So anyway, enough of that. Muggy's, I don't want to get into, all that. I'm probably going to get a bunch of thumbs down for what I just said, but I don't give a shit. Anyway, to get back to what we're talking about. So, these stiffeners. I didn't even look what the millimeter on these ones are. These are 1.2. These are the ones that Adam runs, I believe. I thought I got the 1.2. Okay, since one arm is complete, we'll see what it looks like on here. I bet they look freaking sick, people. Okay, we got the... Which way they go? Oh, wrong one. Oh, wrong way. Oh, snaps. Look at that. Bam! Look at that, people. That sucker is ready to rock. That looks pretty sick. I like him. Now, the reason I have the back ones and not the front ones is because I couldn't find the front ones, so I had to I ordered them like a couple days. It is coming from A-Main, so if you guys have problems with A-Main, give them a call, man. I've never had a problem shipping the A-Main. You know, I mean, they are closer to me, but I get my shit, like, sometimes, you know, within 48 hours. Now, I don't know what's in this. Let's see, maybe, let's see what's in this one. Maybe, are the other ones in here? No, I don't think so. I feel my packages, people, so I know by feeling what's in it. Let me set you guys up right here in my little rookie scrub stand. The Muggy scrub stand. Let's see what's in here. Oh, snaps. Now, that's how I remember. This is from Extreme Racing. And this is the top. Let's see what we got here. Paperwork. Business card. I already have one of these up on my board. So, the part number on this one. There you go. Wait, is that the part number? No. Where's the part number? Doesn't have a part number on it? Come on, people. Part number, blah, 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 blah. 12324. 12324. No, it doesn't have a part number on the bag. What the hell? It's an aftermarket. Anyway, here's the part number, people. See that? There's the part number. Pause. Alright, so that's that. And that baby is going to replace this sucker right here. So we've got the carbon fiber top steering plate. Oh yeah. Now check this out. Another personal touch I did. I showed you guys. This is what I did to the rear mud guards with that carbon fiber wrap. If you guys want to know what kind it is, hit me up. I give you the part number or the make of it. I think it was like 12 bucks for like 6 feet of it, 6x4. But anyway, I put that as the mud guards. I did this on the wings. That looks pretty. I think that turned out pretty cool. I got to put stickers up on the top, but we just did the wing. I guess the guy raced at this, whatever race that was. Something summer off-road shootout. Because he did race once. And the one thing that I also did do is the radio box. I covered this. This is the carbon fiber wrap. And I also did the receiver. Carbon fiber wrap. Now if you have the older Mugens, the radio boxes are different on the 5s. Now the reason that my 5, mbx8rt Prospect, has that radio box like that, the guy that I got it from, he didn't even have the original one. The original one, it's got like a little hatch that opens. He had a Kyosho one, which Kyosho fit Kyosho parts. Check this out. Those of you, FYI, who have Mugen, older Mugens. Kyosho, Hyper, and Mugens, a lot of the parts interchange. Okay? So you can put certain things on it. Now, I think I'm gonna carbon fiber this one too, and I can carbon fiber that. But this is a different. This is the old style that holds the battery. This is the little plate that goes on there. It doesn't have the. I like the new ones. They're sealed. The 8s. Even the 7's not like that. The 8 was the 7's is just like this. But anyway, this is a MBX7 truggy from my truggy because I got extra ones. Whole radio tray, carbon fiber. It will fit in here, Woogie. If you want it, hit me up. Maybe we'll work a trade. This one, I'm not just gonna give it away free. These things, I mean, you can go price them. You know, and I don't even know if I have. I might have one more extra one. But if you want one of these, you know, maybe I don't know, trade me a spark plug. A spark plug, I call them spark plugs. A turbo plug for this. These are about 20 to 25 bucks for these radio trays. But it is way better than the stock one. The stock one, the problem is the servo arm lays on its side. So the steering is not it's okay. I mean, it works, but this you'll tell the difference when you put your servo upright and have this. The steering on this thing is way better than it was before, just by putting the servo upright. The original one, it's on its side. Okay, and you eliminate that big old bulky ass battery servo box or whatever that you have on the original ones. And the tank, I don't know if you're going to be able to fit the 6. All I know is the 7 fits on there. All you got to do is take a little the parts that go on the servo arms, the plastic ones, like one of these plastic ones here. Cut this piece off and just use the shorter end, drill a hole through it so it'll fit into the mount, and then screw it into the tank so it's permanent on the tank. And then the bracket, I don't know if you guys can see that, and then you see the Allen there, and then the bracket is able to, this part here is permanent on the tank. This is mounted to the tank with the little bracket. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then you're able to screw it in. It's just basically, you know, it's, I don't know, about maybe 5 centimeters or whatever, or millimeters. So anyway, so there we go on that part. What else do we got? So yeah, I did that. I think it turned out pretty sick. Get a better look at it. I think it looks sick. Look at that. Come on, people. Real men love, and real gearheads can't get enough carbon fiber, aluminum, titanium, and graphite all day long. I'm a carbon fiber titanium whore. Excuse my language. I love that shit. But anyway, that's a good look at the arm stiffener there. Now I got, what's the other one? I got one more thing. I think I know what this one is. What are we on? 48 minutes? Yeah, this will be another hour video. You guys are used to the Muggy's hour videos, right? Anyway, these are good. My videos are good for wrenching, from what I hear. But anyway, here is, bam! There you go, people. King heads. If you got Mugens, now let me tell you something. This thing is for the mbx8rt buggy. I contacted the owner of King Heads back when I got the one for my mbx7. They don't make, you've got to remember, the 8 is still new. It just came out this year. Okay, they don't make a lot of aftermarket parts for it. Now maybe next year they might. So, but this will fit. I checked it. It will fit on the 8. But it's made for the buggy. So it's going to come up short. And because it's going to come up short, you have to drill a little hole. Okay, the hole that it mounts to is right here. See that hole? So you're going to go directly back. I think you're just right next to it. And you're going to drill a small, I know I hate drilling holes into the chassis. I do not like that at all. But I'm not going to run a plastic chassis brace. Hell no. So anyway, the only way to, and I don't know why that, because they list it as A main as for the truggy, but it's not. This is only for the buggy. And you know the buggy's chassis is shorter. So you're going to have to drill a little hole right in here. Okay, and then you're going to have to countersink it underneath. Which I'm going to have to do. So anyway, but there it is. King heads. Yeah, it's kind of plain. It doesn't look as cool, I think, as the M2Cs. But I check. M2C doesn't make any chassis braces for the Mugen. So anyway, that's that. The only thing I'm waiting on is the front. And the front brace and the carbon fiber inserts for the front. Okay, so let me show you something. If you guys are going to have Mugens or get Mugens, one thing that you want to do... Oh, we're also charging batteries, people. We got all kinds of stuff going on in the cave here. We're charging batteries. We're freaking charging igniters. We're wrenching. We're tuning. We're listening to... Where's my jams at? I don't hear my jams. Oh, commercial. But anyway, Mugens come with these. Some of them come with the universal drive shafts, which you guys know what the universals look like? They look like this. These are okay, but according to Adam, and I have noticed too, these, you can't replace the pins when they wear. Like when they wear and they're worn out, they're done. Just get a new one. But they last a little bit longer than the regular CVDs. And they're pretty efficient. But on the front, especially on the front end of a Mugen or the rear end, you want these. These are the CVDs. And you have to maintain them periodically. Otherwise, they will wear a lot quicker and they will bind. So you just got to clean them. But they're not hard to clean. You just got to take them apart. Take the pins apart. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get you guys. Can you guys see me wrenching over here? Okay, so I clean them out thoroughly. Lube them up. If you guys can't afford the MP, and I've never tried it, I know Woogie says it's the shit, John says it's the shit, but something that I think works really well, matter of fact, I've been using this for a while, is this. It's called CRC 336 Multi-Purpose Lubricant and Corrosion Hazard. This shit is badass. And it's only like maybe less than 10 bucks a can, and it'll last you for a long time. Most mechanic shops carry it. Walmart has one, but it's the one that I use from Walmart it's not a corrosion inhibitor. This is a heavy CRC silicone. See the difference? These are the ones you can get these at Walmart. These are not. There's like $3 or $4, like $4 I think. This is a little bit more. This is the industrial strength shit. This shit is badass. So. I got this from one of my subscribers. He sent me tons of it, and this is my last can. So if you're watching, bro. Last can. But I love this shit. It lasts me a long time. You know, Muggy likes to marinate his shit. So anyway, on these CVDs, these universal CVDs, after you're done, now the front, you want to put a little bit of whatever kind of grease. Lithium grease, monkey grease, you know, Fast Eddie, that Fast Eddie stuff. There is a new one that I'm getting that just got released. It's a Mugen grease that's designed by Ryan Mayfield. It's supposed to be really badass shit. It's like race shit. It's expensive, but I'm going to get me some of it and try it, and I'll let you guys know when I get it. So anyway, the rear you don't really need to grease. The front you do want to grease. Also remember too, the reason you want to grease the front end ones a little bit is because the front ends are moving more. You got to remember the rear end, these rear end universals, they're only going like this, up and down. Okay? They're spinning this way, but they're going up and down. Okay? The front end, it's turning, so it's going all over the place. So you want to grease the front end, this is the rear end. You want to grease the front end a little bit. Just put a little bit of white grease in here, whatever grease you use. Maybe put a little bit in the cup. Pop the cup back in. Take the pin, slide it through. Like that. Slide it in there, and then you should be able to, when you know it's clean and nice and lubed, it should be able to spin like this. Okay, or like this. When they get gritty and bindy, you'll spin it like this, and this thing will stick out, and it'll stay like this, because this shit gets all bunched. It gets all, you know, gritty and grimy, and dirt gets caught in. That's why you got to maintain these more. That's the only drawback on these universals. You got to maintain them periodically. The other universals, the squared ones, you don't. But also these, you can replace the pins. You can replace the cups. You can replace all these pieces. The other CVD universals that I showed you, those ones, you can't. There's nothing on that's replaceable. This whole thing is replaceable. And these also give you more bite and more hookup than the other ones. I mean, they have its pluses and minuses. It depends what you're going to be doing. If you're going to be racing, Adam, I know he suggests these. They don't bind as much, and they're a lot more freer, and they have a little bit they have a little bit more traction, just because it's you know, obviously it's more universal than the other ones. I don't know, is that a word, more universal? But anyway, so yeah, obviously clean the bearings. One thing that I don't like about the new MBX8s, they don't even, look at that. Freaking plastic, man. They don't give you plastic. You know how much these are? Aluminum? I have them on my other Mugen. Both of my old school buggy has it, and my MBX7 has 7075 machine billet aluminum rear hub carriers. These are plastic, the ones that come with it. And you know how much they are to replace them? They're like 70, like almost $80 for two of them. They're like $35, $30-something for one. But if you look at them, the machining on them is like pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, these are going to be replaced, but they work for now. So anyway, pop this in here, make sure everything's nice and free. Make sure that baby, oh yeah, money, people. Make sure that stuff's free. I always drop, I use this, highly recommend for anything that moves, universal stuff. I use it in my hinge pins, bearings. It's Triflow with Teflon. Bike shops carry it, or gun shops carry it. Walmart might, I'm not sure. I get it from bike shops, but I always put a couple drops inside my universals, just to give it that extra little bit of lube. Spin it real good. Pop the end on here. Now, there is a guy that me and him didn't really get along at the beginning. Partly because we're kind of the same. He's very cocky. He is to me personally, and I hope you don't take this the wrong way, and you know who I'm talking about. His name's Drew. I'll put his name out there. And, you know, he went through some stuff. And, you know, like I mentioned earlier, you know, hopefully everything's good. We've been talking a little bit, you know. By the way, Drew, if you want to get quicker response from me, hit me up on my email, kurtahernandez@gmail.com. And that goes for anybody. I don't have a problem with giving my information out, because if you get sideways on me, I'll just block your ass, so no big deal. Just like, bink, you're out. Or you can text me, area code 714-678-7051. Or messenger me. Kurt Hernandez. You know, when you messenger and that little hand waves, and then you engage with the person. So either way, if you want to chat, rap, you know, whatever, chop it up, you know. But anyway, me and him been talking, and he was talking about he's big on the Kyoshis and Technos, so he has very good taste, because those, in my opinion, are two of the best quality, you know, platforms out there. Kyosho, although as far as racing, hasn't done really a lot this year, and primarily, I think, not because they changed the MP10, but because they lost two, like, legends in my book, and in my opinion, I should say. Elliott Boots and Tim Tebow, or Jared Tebow? Tebow. Call him T-Bone. Tebow and Boots are no longer with Kyosho. And ever since that happened, Kyosho's not been very competitive this year, so last time I checked anyway. But you know, to get to the point, because this video is like almost an hour now, and I don't want to get too long, because you know the Muggy's long-winded. So anyway, that's full there. Now the only thing I have to do is this diff. It's the last thing. Once this diff's done, I can start putting, I can at least put the rear end back together. The front end, I still have to wait for these stiffeners to come. But yeah, so she'll be probably, hopefully, back together in the next couple days. And I'll give you guys, do a video whenever, or give you guys an update when it's completely put together and ready to rip. I'm going to rip the OS modded in it next. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing yet. It's a badass little .21. You guys seen it, I pulled apart. This is probably one of the top .21s as far as engineering quality that Novarasi has to offer. Trust me. But anyway, so I was talking to Drew, and we were talking about the Kyoshos. Man, the Kyosho, who designs these bodies? Is the guy that designed the Kyosho MP10 the same guy that designed the Techno bodies? Because that guy ought to be like shot, man. That guy he needs to be fired and not allowed to make any bodies anymore. Because the MP10 Truggy, have you guys seen it? It looks like a boot. That thing is the ugliest damn body that I've seen since the original body that comes on this thing. And the new MP10 buggy body is ugly as sin, too. Ugly ass bodies, man. And yes, imaging isn't everything. It's the only thing. You know, but I mean, when I seen it, nah, I'm good. I would never run that. I would never purchase that. And for that price, yeah, it's got to look sick. And the MP10s, Koshas, you know, and I know they're great in vehicles and quality and all that, but it looks like it's ugly, man. It's the ugliest damn Chuggy out on the market right now. Besides the Techno still. Techno's up there. Those are the top two ugliest 8-scale nitro Chuggies, or any Chuggy, is the Technos, stock, with the stock body, and the new Kyoshos. Ugly, 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 ugly. Okay, so anyway, but the Kyosho MP10 hasn't proven nothing yet. You know, I based a lot of the decisions when I was getting whips on, okay, what's its pedigree? What's its, not its pedigree, I should say, what's its resume? What has it done lately? It hasn't done anything? Well, let me wait till it does something. And let me get race inspired by it winning and placing on platforms, and then make a decision if I'm going to drop that kind of money. Okay? And then the other thing he was talking about was the .23. And I talked to a bunch of different guys that have those. You can't really, there's not a lot of difference from the Diamond Editions or the one like Raja has, the Scuderia or whatever it's called, .21, and the new .23. There is a difference, but it's not that dramatic. Not $500 price tag. Hell no. So anyway, you know, and Reds are badass motors. I'm going to get me another Reds. I'm just not paying $500 for no Reds. Period. I wouldn't have bought the other two that I have if they were full price. There's no way. Why? When I can get one of these, or not even that, because that's harder to get. When I can get one of these badass, pound for pound, dollar for dollar, all around, full package, best big block motor ever made so far. Hopefully somebody makes something as big or bigger, preferably bigger and better. But I doubt it. So anyway, that's all I got, people. Enough of my rant and raving. A little bit of wrenching, a little bit of upgrading, a little bit of goodies, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Muggy's got a lot of wrenching to do. I got to finish up on this MBX and get it prepared so when the rest of the goodies get here, I can just put it all together, throw the OS in there, throw a body on there, throw some street paws, and let's walk outside and let that thing rip. I want to see what the OS modded by RCR does in this Truggy. Alright, people, that's all I got. Remember, at the end of the day, no matter what happened, no matter how your day went, as long as you can look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself you gave 100%, regardless of the results, okay, and you learned something, you got ahead. And remember, when you're storing your whips, make sure your piston is bottom dead center, and throw some muggy juice in there too. Oh, one last thing, I almost forgot. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. Anybody that gives me a link, because I only know, besides myself, 2 other people that on video have ever filmed any Truggy pulling the front end up off the ground. One of them is Mr. Za, and the other one is Raja 111. Those are the only 2 people that I've seen on video that have video footage of a quality Truggy with a modded motor pulling the front end up. Okay? Now, there's other people that have had other videos, but they're like ancient videos. Okay? The Nerd actually has some videos too. But they're, like I said, they're old ones. And I hope the Nerd watches this video. By the way, Nerd, man, please, if you're gonna run footage on your videos, run some stuff that's recent, not stuff from 4 years ago. He's always showing those repeats. But anyway, so if anybody can give me some footage of a Truggy, 8 scale, quality Truggy, Okay? I don't even care if it's quality. Just an 8-skill truggy with, I don't even care if it's modded, with any motor pulling the front end up. Okay? I will send you something free. I will give you a free goodie. That'll be a surprise. Just if anybody, you know, can send me the link to that, you'll get a free goodie from the Muggy. Alright, people. And also remember, do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you smile. Do it to your best ability. Peace.